So I found something pretty wild on AI Agent Store. Yeah, it's
Oh.
called Agency Swarm. And
Okay.
it's this whole framework for like coordinating AI agents, having them work together
Right.
like a swarm.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
It's pretty wild stuff.
It's really interesting how they're using this idea of a swarm,
Right.
like a bunch of bees or ants
Right. Yeah,
all
I know.
working together towards a common goal.
And they could do like really complex tasks
Yeah.
that a single AI couldn't handle on its own.
Exact.
It's like, imagine trying to build a house with just one person.
Right?
It'd take forever.
Yeah.
But with a team of builders, each with their own specialty, you can get it done so much faster and more efficiently.
Exactly. And that's the idea behind Agency Swarm.
And what's even crazier is that this agency swarm thing,
Yeah.
it's designed for AI development, like using AI to build even better AI.
That's right.
And that's something I wanted to ask you about because
Yeah.
it just seems so mind-blowing. Like, what are the implications of that? I mean, are we talking about AI that can, like, design and program itself?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's definitely a possibility down the line.
Wow.
But even in the short term, we could see AI agents being used to automate a lot of the tedious tasks involved in AI development.
Like, what kind of tasks?
Well, things like testing and debugging code, optimizing models,
Right.
even generating new algorithms.
So it's like having AI assistants for AI developers.
Exactly. And that could free up human developers to focus on the more creative and strategic aspects of AI development.
That makes a lot of sense.
And it could also lead to much faster innovation in the field.
Because AI is doing a lot of the heavy lifting.
Exactly.
And the source also mentions that Agency Swarm is great for enhancing scalability and efficiency in AI projects.
Right.
But what does that actually mean for, like, someone who's trying to use AI in their work?
Well, scalability means that you can easily adapt your AI system to handle larger and more complex tasks as your needs grow.
So you don't have to start from scratch every time you want to do something bigger.
That's exactly.
That's huge.
And efficiency means that your AI system can do more work in less time.
So you get results faster.
Right, and that can be really important in a lot of fields, like finance or healthcare, where time is often critical.
Absolutely.
So imagine you're a researcher studying social media trends.
Okay.
With Agency Swarm, you could start with a small data set, maybe a few thousand posts.
Okay.
And then as your research expands, you can easily scale up to analyze millions of posts
Wow.
without having to change your workflow.
That's amazing.
And because Agency Swarm is so efficient, you could get insights from that data much faster than you could with traditional methods.
So it's like having a superpowered research assistant.
Exactly.
Awesome.
And it's not just researchers who can benefit from this.
Right.
Developers, data scientists, anyone who's working with AI can use Agency Swarm to make their work more scalable and efficient.
So this is like a game changer for the whole AI industry.
I think it has the potential to be, yes.
And another thing that really struck me about Agency Swarm is that it's open source.
Right.
Can you explain what that means for someone who's maybe not a tech expert?
Sure. Open source means that the code behind Agency Swarm is publicly available.
So anyone can see it.
Yeah, anyone can see it, use it, modify it, even distribute it.
Wow, that's pretty radical.
It is, and it has some huge advantages.
Like what?
Well, first of all, it promotes transparency
Oh,
because anyone can see how the code works. There's no hidden agenda, no black box.
so you can trust it more.
Exactly. And it also fosters community-driven development.
Meaning what?
Well, because the code is open, anyone can contribute to it.
So it's like a global team of developers working together.
Exactly. And that can lead to much faster innovation and better solutions.
That makes sense.
And finally, open source software is incredibly flexible.
Okay.
You can customize it to fit your specific needs.
So it's not a one-size-fits-all solution.
Exactly. You can tailor it to do exactly what you want it to do.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
And speaking of what you can do with Agency Swarm, the source lists some pretty amazing use cases.
Right.
Things like automating data analysis, creating intelligent virtual assistants, even optimizing supply chains.
Yeah, the possibilities are pretty much endless.
It's mind-blowing.
It really is.
I mean, can you give us a real-world example of how this might work? Like, say, with the virtual assistant thing.
Sure. Imagine a marketing team using Agency Swarm to create a virtual assistant that can analyze customer data, identify trends, and then automatically generate targeted ad campaigns.
Okay.
So one agent might be responsible for gathering data from different sources.
Right.
Another agent might analyze that data to identify patterns and trends.
Okay.
Another agent might craft compelling ad copy based on those trends.
Wow.
And yet another agent might handle scheduling and distribution of those ads.
So it's like a whole team of marketing experts all working together in perfect harmony.
Exactly. And because it's all automated, it can be done much faster and more efficiently than a human team could ever do it.
That's a game changer.
It really is.
But with all this talk of open source and everyone being able to see the code and stuff,
Yeah.
doesn't that also make the system more vulnerable to misuse? Like, what if someone with bad intentions gets their hands on the code?
That's a valid concern.
Yeah.
And it's something that the developers of Agency Swarm are very aware of.
Okay.
So they're building in robust security measures to protect against potential misuse.
Like what kind of measures?
Well, things like access controls, encryption, and regular security audits.
So it's not like just anyone can download the code and start doing whatever they want with it.
No, there are safeguards in place to prevent that.
That's good to hear,
Yeah,
because this technology is just too powerful to let it fall into the wrong hands.
absolutely.
It's amazing to think about all the possibilities that Agency Swarm opens up.
Yeah.
It feels like we're just scratching the surface of what AI can do.
Ah,
And it's really exciting to see this kind of innovation happening in the open source community.
it is, and I think it's a sign of things to come.
Yeah, I think so too.
The future of AI is going to be collaborative, decentralized, and accessible to everyone.
And that's a future I'm really looking forward to.
Me too?
So for anyone listening who wants to keep up with the latest developments in AI, including exciting tools like Agency Swarm,
Yeah,
I highly recommend checking out AI Agent Store.
it's a great resource.
It really is. You can find all sorts of amazing AI agents there.
And it's constantly being updated with new and innovative tools.
So it's the perfect place to stay ahead of the curve in this rapidly evolving space.
Absolutely.
And that leads to a thought-provoking question.
Okay.
What other fields or industries could benefit from a collaborative, swarm-based approach like Agency Swarm?
That's a good question.
The possibilities are truly mind-boggling.
They really are.
I mean, we've already talked about marketing and research,
Right.
but what about things like healthcare, education, even government?
Yeah. I could see AI agent swarms being used to personalize learning experiences for students
Or to develop new treatments for diseases?
or to improve the efficiency of government services.
It's really exciting to think about.
It is.
The potential is limitless.
It really is.
So, if you're interested in exploring the world of AI agents and seeing what the future holds,
Yeah.
be sure to visit AI Agent Store at aiagentstore.ai.
You won't be disappointed.
Okay, that's it for this deep dive.
Until next time.
See you then.
Bye.
Bye.